In this video, I posed the question, have Ping absolutely nailed it with their 2022 driver? And I'm going to do it now. Hi everyone, my name's James Robinson and welcome to this YouTube channel. Guys, that is right, today Ping did something that no other brand did this year, and they stood by their driver range from 2021. We all know that it's been a strange couple of years. We all know that golf clubs have been difficult to get. And actually the Ping G425 did win the most wanted driver on the guys at My Golf Spies forum, so go check that out if you want. And today I'm going to put this to the test out here on the golf course and in the studio against what could be potentially my favourite driver so far of this year, the Callaway Rogue ST Max LS. So guys, we're going to do that out here on the golf course here at Woolley Park, and I've already been in the simulator testing these two golf clubs head to head, and you are not going to want to miss that, so stay tuned. Okay, first up, Ping G425, and this is the LS Tech version. This is the version that should suit me down to the ground. We're going to take the Tiger line here, we're going to go quite attacking and see which driver performs best. Hold your line. That's not bad at all. That's actually a touch toey as well. So interesting to see if the technology in the G425 can match up with the brand new technology in the Callaway Rogue ST Max LS. Is it that different? Really? Right, I must admit I do love the look of this Callaway driver. And that's safe, but that's right. That was a different kind of toey. That's gone a long way though. And you see guys, I'm not trying to kid you on in this video because obviously Ping decided not to release a new driver range this year. And I think that's highly commendable because if they were planning to or not, it gives people a little bit more time to stay in the current driver. I know, for instance, a lot of people who bought the TaylorMade driver, who bought the Callaway driver from last year, even the Cobra driver from last year, and didn't really get much chance to play with it. And then the new one comes out and you feel a bit meh. And you see, I don't have any inside information whatsoever from Ping if they were planning on bringing a driver out, if they should have brought one out. I think they should have done on their cycle, shouldn't they? But they decided not to. Which is cool. It shows that they're confident that this G425, the whole family, can stand up to a new TaylorMade offering, a new Callaway offering, a new Cobra offering. The real question is, can it? Which is what we're going to find out today. So I can see the first drive there just over that bunker. It's in the left-hand rough. It's not the best drive we're ever going to hit, but certainly not the worst. The Callaway I can't yet see, but it's somewhere over there, somewhere. And here she is, absolutely caked in mud because it is that time of year. Not much roll to report, and very similar, in fact exactly the same distance on the angle. Which one wins? Which one goes one up for the on-course stakes? The Ping is closer to the fairway, so I'm going to go with the Ping G425 LST 1 up. Now obviously this test is only as good as my golf swing that I put on it, which often isn't that good, but that's the beauty about human testing. This is obviously my test. If you want to do this test yourself, by all means get yourself on a golf course or go to your local fitting centre and test these drivers head to head. This was definitely the better shot. And again, not much roll there. So next up in this grudge match we have a potential drivable par 4. Oh yes. So the line on this hole is there. We're going to go Callaway first this time and just split it up a little bit. Then we're going to jump in the studio and talk a few numbers. And we're going to talk distance and ball speed. And you're going to want to see this because they're quite different. Right, wind off left, Tiger line, Callaway. Oh, that is very good. That could be insanely good. Same again, exactly the same swing with the Ping. Does the Ping have the power to get it there? No, that is left, and that sounded horrific as well. It's in play, it's nowhere near. Right guys, before I show you where those drives finish, let's jump in the studio and talk head-to-head numbers with both these clubs, and then we'll discuss why. We'll discuss that. Now, I hit loads and loads of shots with the Ping G425 LS Tech and the Callaway Rogue ST Max LS. And I have to say, I actually enjoyed hitting both of these drivers. I do enjoy hitting the Ping, I enjoy the forgiveness levels of it. One thing I don't really enjoy is the sound of it. Oof, you could hear that there. It just sounds a little bit too tinny for me. I'm well aware this is massively subjective because a lot of people do enjoy the feel of the Ping, and that's why Ping keep recreating it. But how did it perform against the Callaway? Well, I must say for me, I found the numbers quite disappointing. So if we have a look here, we have a ball speed of 158 and 154 respectively. Look at the launch angle on the Ping, it's launching so much higher, spinning a little bit more, and you'll see distance-wise that correlation continues as well. It's 8 yards behind. Now, I think there's a reason for this. Let me explain. So as you can see there, guys, the Ping just couldn't quite match up to the ball speed and the distance of the Callaway Rogue ST Max LS. But why is that? Because surely technology hasn't come on that far in 6 months, a year. And surely they're the same specs, which they should be. But for me, the Ping is just a little bit shorter as standard in the shaft. That's obviously going to have a role to play in club head speed and in ball speed. So quite an unfair test really. But if these are both standard, which I'm always professing there never is an industry standard, then should we just put a slightly longer shaft in the Ping, or is it like that for a reason? I must say I do like the idea of the short shaft to hit more fairways, although it didn't help on that last shot out here. But there's no denying that shaft length definitely plays a role in club head speed, as I've said, and that plays a role in ball speed, which plays a role in distance. Let's see where these balls are. The Ping actually wasn't a bad miss, and that's one thing I'll say about it. Generally, you do get away with it. I think the Callaway could be good. Let's go and see. And that's not a bad distance for the Ping either. It would have been kind of flag high. Bunker! Bunker! And the Callaway is greenside bunker, which was a much better line for what I wanted. It's actually not gone quite as far, but I can imagine if it's pitched in a bunker. We're not getting much run at all today, but this is, although it's in the fairway, a long way left of where I was aiming. The boys weren't there when I teed off, by the way. I'm going to give that to the Callaway. That makes it one apiece going into this final hole, which is fun, right? Not a bad tee shot, really. You see, it's quite a funny one, because if I was going to compare both these drivers for looks and for feel, certainly for me the Callaway does take it on most parts. I'm not a huge fan of the gold colours on the Callaway Rogue ST Max range, but it's not too bad. You can actually get that customised as well. I love the carbon effect on top. I'm not a huge fan of the turbulators and the butterfly effect and everything that the Ping kind of is visually, but I do love its kind of shelf appeal of the plain black and silver. Remember, we have that kind of forged hot face there, and we have AI design flash face with the Callaway. Sound wise, I'm actually not a big fan of the Ping G425 either. For me, it's one of the worst sounding drivers I've actually tested for a while, although it's a lot better than the G410 was. But the one thing that I do love about the Ping is its forgiveness. And being able to hit shots like that, even with a terrible golf swing, that was a horrible Healy cut. The Callaway, on the other hand, is probably the best sounding driver I've tested in a long time. For me, if I was going to head this driver even against the TaylorMade Stealth, it's a lovely sound. It's a very different sound, but it is a wonderful sound. And it almost looks like it has the opposite of offset. It has an onset kind of thing, so I don't feel like it should go left. And there we go. Two totally different shots, splitting the fairway once again. Quite a good day to do this test actually, because I've not swung very well today, as you've probably seen and you can imagine. Let's get down there and see which one wins, because the Callaway won inside, didn't it? So guys, you'll see here on the left hand side in the rough we have the Ping G425 LS Tech. Not a bad drive for such a bad strike, however the winning driver of the day is down on the right hand side, the Callaway Rogue ST Max LS. Now what do I want to see next year from Ping? I want to see more of the same. I'd like to see it sound a bit better, if that makes sense. Guys, get in the comments below, what are you hoping to see from Ping next year? And apart from that guys, I'll see you at the same time tomorrow. Bye!